Norm, this line, almost instant chemistry between Xhekaj, Lardis, and Thomas.
Yeah, Xhekaj getting a chance over these last few games, the last couple months, really getting a chance to shift from the wing to center, and it has really helped his game.
Beaudoin, nice little self-regroup to make his way out of his own zone. Skies one in off the end boards. Beaudoin gets to the puck in behind the net. Has a look out top for Tiller. Back to the middle of the line, Sean Aitchison, who's in the midst of a breakout season. In behind the goal, Patterson has that chopped away. Last year's Rookie of the Year in the OJHL. Lardis up ahead on the right wing side. Pops it down to the right corner where Xhekaj will run in with Tiller. Aitchison on to Beaudoin. Beaudoin gets two Bulldogs to fly by. Little trouble with the handle.
Palmer off at the World Juniors. Donovan back on the point here on the power play.
Donovan sliding it over to Nick Lardis. Back to Donovan middle. He'll play it down to the right wing corner. Our special teams, as always, brought to you by Clarence Street Dental Group. Donovan flashing over to Lardis on the right. Low to Xhekaj, who extends out to the top, and it gets back through neutral ice. Xhekaj over top to Thomas. Slides it along. Jake O'Brien from the slot. Wanted it over to Lardis, and that one just got out of his... Swings it around the boards. Xhekaj lifted the stick to get it on to Patrick Thomas. Thomas carrying wide left, trying to cut through Tiller. Beaudoin tied it up. O'Brien came through to punch it through the crowd. Xhekaj looking to drag it low. Thomas spins it around back of the net. Lardis will extend to it in the right corner. On to O'Brien, low on the right for Florian Xhekaj. Xhekaj around the back of the net for Lardis at the circle. To the top is Donovan. O'Brien goes net front. Xhekaj off to the side. He'll whip one to goal. Ben West may not quite know where it is, but he's got it somewhere in the equipment. I always liked the two-piece stick, personally. When I played inline, I had an Easton Typhoon. There's Lardis. Not a lot of goals in it, but a few assists.
And we've got some 4-on-4 here for about 30, 40 seconds.
Lardis dangles his way over the line and fires in and out of West glove. Xhekaj falls. Two whacks at it and scored. No, waved off.
Oh, people saw the red light, and here come the Bears, so we're going to... Bit of a broken play at the blue line. Oh, wonder if that might have been offside. Xhekaj's going to come in on the rebound here and stuff. There was a whistle that you may not pick up on that replay that was made. I believe, Reed, I'm going off recollection here. I think I heard a whistle right when that first shot came into West. This first shot here, look here from our always awesome overhead view. Again, puck comes out here. That's the initial shot by Lardis, kicked out. Xhekaj comes in for the rebound. Again, the whistle had blown, and I'm not sure where they're going to pick that up. Oh.
Never mind, I retract.
All right, clean up our Teddy Toss goal. It's going to be 0-0 still. 24 seconds.
Keep an eye on the net here, Norm. Watch Lardis' shot. Now, rebound from Xhekaj. You'll see the puck in behind West there. That went through West before they blew it dead. Pick it up and rotate it out front. Beaudoin will take. Flashes to open space. Jelsma, brilliant skater, onto it on the right wing side. He'll drop it back for Punnett. Across the ice for Moses. Played it around the backboards.
Colts up a man now.
They'll have 1:03 left to work with as Moses brings it down on the left. Spreads it for Punnett middle. Punnett to Moses left circle. Across for Beaudoin in the right circle. Blocked off by Lucas Moore. Beaudoin to the boards. Played to the top. Punnett. He'll step to the top of the right. Backside Moses. Fake for Punnett. Across to Beaudoin. Swept away by...
Great. Gets a chance players get home, recharge, rest. Renew. Broadcasters too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a 10-day break. As the puck hops up and out of the zone, Tiller rotates it back to Aitchison. Get to go home and spend 10 straight days with Wyatt and Sawyer. They're not going to know what to do with themselves.
And your wife.
Aitchison sends that one wide, and then she's already sick of me. As Thomas up to Lardis. Uh-oh, breakaway. Lardis on the forehand. West makes the stop.
For you.
Thank you. It's Jelsma and Xhekaj in the face-off circle. Bulldogs' second power play of the night. Draw one back to Savard. Off the boards, Donovan takes it down. Top of the right circle is Lardis. Middle of the line, Donovan. Back to Lardis. Across to Thomas. Thomas will wait. Works low for Jake O'Brien. Back to the top, Thomas. Donovan. From the middle of the line to the right side, Beaudoin. Working at Lardis, who carries it high. Lardis keeps moving for the drive. Down the wall, Xhekaj has a look around the backboards for Lardis. Spins it low, O'Brien. Works ahead of Punnett to get it on to Thomas. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien delays. Over for Lardis in the right circle. Wasn't in a shooting position. Donovan for Thomas, left side. Thomas low to O'Brien. Bumpered it, wanted Xhekaj, and that got slung away. O'Brien again for Thomas on the outside. Thomas to the top, Donovan. Donovan through the pile. Knocked down by Punnett on the way. Hung that away.
Just in the nick of time, Aitchison arrives.
Xhekaj tosses it to the top for Jorian Donovan. Donovan will work his way along the line. Dips the shoulder, turns back from the right point. Feeding off for Lourdes. Release the Bears!
And that was a no-hoper. But a little closer here. Here's a look at the goal. Donovan, great feed across, puts it on a tee for Lourdes, playing in the off wing, and he makes no mistake with that shot and gives the Bulldogs a 1-0 lead midway through this first period. And you saw the impact earlier in that power play that Jake O'Brien brings as a right-handed shot, being down to the goaltender's right, and that angle to be able to play that pass out a little bit clean.
Twists it through the crowd. Aitchison bounces it back through neutral ice, and Jelsma collects, carrying wide left. Jelsma whips it to the front. And a stick lift by Donovan erased that opportunity. Lourdes up ahead, has Thomas middle. Lourdes left circle, shoulder save made by West.
Plethora of left-handed shots.
Indeed.
In the forward group. And just showed he belonged.
Another guy who just continues to... Bo Jelsma to the right side. Okitundu, just one of the best characters in the Ontario Hockey League. He is a joy to talk to. On the left side, O'Brien brings it down to Xhekaj. Xhekaj spins middle. Lucas Moore, save made there by West.
Yeah, looking around that out of town, as you talked about on the break, 4-4 Sudbury Flint. Kressler with 2 for the Firebirds, and Goyette. Yeah, came back, released at the World Junior Camp and just comes right back here in his first game back and is already got himself 3 points.
Puck on the right wing side, tossed through to the front. Lourdes trying to find sweeps to it. Sliding it to the top, and that'll clear out of the zone. Punnett settles the puck. Quick up. Came off the Van Vliet under the arm of Beaudoin. We play on. Patterson around the back of the net. Going to spin off the check from Xhekaj. Second chance in front, and Beaudoin will...
It's his 14th of the year. He leads the Colts in goals.
Beaudoin was hot property at the trade deadline last year as the Colts were loading up to go for it. A lot of teams wanted to get Beaudoin.
You asked me, still having a hard time.
You didn't even have to phone him. He's standing right in the middle of us.
I know, but he's working the Google machine, but...
Well, that's illegal.
Well, there's nothing at stake here other than just you looking smarter than both myself and Troy at the same time.
Well, no, that's not the point. Lourdes goes backside for Thomas around the back of the net. I had to do all these numbers this week. Lourdes out front. Great toe save by Ben West.
Oh, so who's cheating who here?
Oh, I just gave up the game, didn't I? Xhekaj back to the line. Moore pops it low.
All right, take us out of our suspense.
Nicholas Mattinen.
Oh, I was just going to guess him.
As Thomas spins it back through the corner.
This point to that year.
I think he might have. As the puck comes around the back for York. Tiller along the line. Savard back to Tiller. Rolling it through the pile. York currently having a great career in the European leagues as Tiller from the left side. His drive. Oh, how did Droback see that to make the stop?
Right at the last moment.
And Florian Xhekaj wanting to pull Ty York away from the front of...
First time in a while we've seen the Bulldogs get a little bit of sustained...
I'm not sure where it was. It was a cross check, but it wasn't that one either. As Donovan along the line, it was late in the play. Thomas low to O'Brien. Thomas to the top. Jorian Donovan. Over for Patrick Thomas. Bumper for Xhekaj. Save made by West. O'Brien fights his way through the crowd. Xhekaj and Beaudoin in the face-off circle.
Xhekaj can be a big body and a presence in front of the net, can he?
Lourdes over to Thomas. In front, wanted Xhekaj, who extended the reach but couldn't get the backhand to it. O'Brien for Lourdes. Lourdes lays it low. Xhekaj around the back of the net. O'Brien skates to it, finds it for Thomas. To the top is Donovan. Donovan holds for Thomas, left side. Low for Jake O'Brien. O'Brien has a couple looks. Back to Thomas, now for Donovan. Lourdes at the top of the right circle. He'll switch off with Donovan. Lourdes tried it low for Xhekaj, carried to the corner. Xhekaj on the right wing side, tied up by Tiller. Xhekaj in turn deflected the puck. O'Brien, soft touch back to Donovan. To O'Brien from the left, from the right circle. Donovan, middle of the line. One-timer for Lardis and punt it. Brave block. Lardis stays with it. Low for Xhekaj. Back to Lardis, top of the right circle. Lardis stepping middle. Delays. Plays low for Xhekaj. Tried to gun that through the way they collided. There's Patterson to the blue line. Passmore. That one's deflected by Bodwin around back of the net. York stapled by Xhekaj. Back to Brady. His drive. Kicked aside by Drobak. Patterson after it. Puck laid to the blue line. Passmore able to settle it there. On and off of Patterson's blade. Bounce to the line, and Thomas guns it wide for Nick Lardis. Lardis flicks it ahead. Xhekaj, right circle. Trying to send it out front. Wouldn't go. Left point, Noah Roberts. Through the pile. Xhekaj, deflection. Couple of stops by West. Puck laid to the line. Chen kept it onside. Lardis, right circle. Didn't see a lane to shoot. He'll turn out high. Brady got his stick into Lardis' skates. Bulldogs are going to go back to the power play as Robbie of his girls playing rep hockey. I don't know how he has the time. Even when Darcy and I have disagreed on calls, he has always been one of the nicest guys to talk to off the ice. Xhekaj on to Nick Lardis. He'll carry wide to the right side. Carrying ahead, left wing side. Dropping is Donovan, and Jelsma put it up and over the top. Dropping it off to Jodwin.
Goes out to chop firewood with an axe.
Just splits it with his hands. Xhekaj up the right wing side. Turns to the front. Xhekaj saved by West.
That create a little bit of a distraction. Just keeps that play alive. Puts it on goal as well.
Lucas Moore, a little trouble with the handle. Moses able to knock that down. Locked off by Cedric Okitundu. 14 seconds left in the penalty kill and the period. Jelsma settles it. Back for Connor Punnett. Calling forward to Shamar Moses. He has it on the left for Punnett. Drive. Scores!
Sets up for an interesting final 20 minutes. Really good shot here by Punnett. Gets it away quickly and on target. And as you say, hits Jodwin, who's on the flyby in front of the net.
Yeah, watch 92 playing out of the bumper right there. Officials as well as Jake O'Brien. Turns the puck to the top for Nick Lardis. On to Jorian Donovan. Sliding it back to Lardis. Across the ice is Patrick Thomas. Thomas delivers it on to Donovan. To Thomas left. Donovan will walk the line for Lardis on the right. Grisolia pursues him. Donovan for Thomas. Thomas looks low. O'Brien out front. Wanted Xhekaj in the bumper, and Ben West. Jelsma.
Bulldogs 27 of 19. Have won 27 draws to the Colts 19.
Wrapping around the end wall. Xhekaj has it run by. Thomas is next. O'Brien pokes it low. Thomas all the way around to Lardis. Goes high to the right. Feeding it across the line. Thomas collects there. Out to the front. Xhekaj. Oh, he tried to lay it on. Tough one. That's a tough one there, Normus. Lardis had a look at Michigan. Thomas brings it down on the left. Low for O'Brien. Back to Patrick Thomas. To the top, Donovan. Donovan moves to the left, and the Lardis across the formation. Thomas out front. Wanted O'Brien. It gets all the way through to Lardis. Ben West caught up to the...
Yeah, somebody once asked me, how does that feel? I said, it's like he stepped into a beehive.
Yeah, exactly. Weigel turns wide on the right wing side. As someone who made his run in hockey blocking shots, Norm, I can tell you exactly that's how it feels.
It was a short run there, wasn't it?
Very short. Extreme. Is that a height joke, or was that just...
No, you can take that how you want.
Oh, Xhekaj stood up, punted. Lardis is away on the forehand, and Tiller got the stick in. Xhekaj tried to step over to Moses. Moses got the puck on to Grisolia. Donovan right to him, and Lardis picks up the puck. Boy, Punnett had the look on a green light on Xhekaj as the puck turned over to Weigel. Okitundu bounces off of him. Xhekaj back to the puck. Punnett stepped down. Xhekaj looked up at the last second. I think that was part of the reason the glove save on the end by Drobak in the hold was so key.
Yep.
Jodwin will ladle that one deep into the Bulldogs' zone, but he did it from behind.
Close this game out and get yourself to 2 points.
If you're the Colts, you're playing to get this to extra time now. They've won all 4 trips they've made. The Punnett steps into Okitundu. Now Florian Xhekaj comes over.
Yeah, and what you got to watch here.
Puck off the faceoff, drawn back out high on the left.
When we talk about the parity in the OHL, there are no free squares, are there?
No, there are not. Lucas Moore from the right to the left for Noah Van Vliet. Played it wide of the goal. Lardis controls.
The Niagara Ice Dogs back-to-back wins this weekend. They beat Ottawa last night and 4-1 in Kingston tonight. And the Sioux Greyhounds, a big 6-3 win in Kitchener.
Wow. Van Vliet tosses that one wide. That's huge. And
Steelheads. Interesting, you look at some of the numbers. Steelheads, one of those teams, they've given it up. They're 18th or 19th in the league in shots allowed. To me, Reed, that just isn't sustainable. No, I know shots aren't the ultimate measure.
No, it's not. As Calvin Crombie taken down to the ice, Savard onto the pitcher.
Good steal by Lardis.
Lardis into the front and scores! Nick Lardis!